I'm definitely making sure that I learn from her, but I can never expect myself to be at her position because I have my own life, my own struggles, my own strengths, and this is my life, and I want to make sure that it's Harnaaz and make my own legacy. I'm an actress, and I definitely, after my reign, I'm looking forward to work globally in acting. As you said, it's 21st century and still we have such stigmas around women. And I have a question that why are women still being downgraded about what they wear, and why are they being judged on what kind of fashion they want to follow? Hi everyone, I'm Harnaaz Sandhu, Miss Universe, and you are watching me on ETimes.
Hi, this is Amina Sheikh here, and with me today I have the gorgeous who has actually stole hearts of the universe, welcoming Harnaaz on ETimes. So how does this title feel like, Miss Universe, after 21 years? How does that feel?
My heart fills with pride and so much respect and privilege to be called as India and now as Miss Universe, and to represent so many people around the world, women of color, and to bring difference in society and to be the spokesperson of Miss Universe organization. So I'm grateful.
At the same time, you have made Chak, fatte quite famous. It's become viral thanks to you. Because the moment you said, and everyone started trending with on Twitter, on social media. How does that feel? Because that is the Indian language which you have taken forward on an international platform. And of course, I'll come back to the other question, but this is something I really need to know your reaction on that.
Oh my God, I just said it because this all started from Chak, fatte, our national director Natasha Grover of Miss Diva organization. So she was the one who started, and she just said it to me to make me feel empowered. And since then, I made sure that whenever I'm overwhelmed or I just feel it's too much to take it, I said Chak fatte, go girl, get it. So the time I won, it was so spontaneous, and they asked me, what do you want to say? I said Chak fatte, India. And when you just say something from your heart, it's just, people feel it.
Yeah.
It's so relatable, and I think that's what made it go viral, and everybody just felt relatable.
And the meow which you did on such a international platform, and that was very spontaneous, I must say that, Harnaaz, and he said it, and you did it, and you had no comms or any questions about it. People really got offended. Some of them, they were like, why Harnaaz, why he's making her do something like this, and they were trolling him for that. But you were so spontaneous, and you just did it. What thought you had in mind that time?
Absolutely, I was happy that I was out of that question, because not everybody gets the chance to showcase their great talents on such big platform. I was feeling privileged. I was definitely not expecting Steve to ask me that question, but when you have somebody beside you who's spontaneous, who's funny, who's fabulous, I wanted to make sure that I bring that charm too, and make sure that I break that stigma about beauty passions.
Yes.
It's not only about being perfect, it's not only about having that poised attitude, it's about being you. And I was just being myself and just showing my talent.
And over the years, do you think that has changed the way things have been? Earlier people used to perceive that it's only about beauty, but it's not actually the case. It's beauty with brains, having this this courage to be there on that platform and to deal with a lot of things. It's not very easy to just be there on that platform. What do you have to say about that?
Absolutely, you're right, because it's about so much more than just beauty, beyond beauty. It's about being beautifully confident about yourself, and that comes when you know what you want to do, you have a vision, you have the voice, you have the courage, and you are there to celebrate womanhood and to empower other women of color all around the world, and to represent yourself even before representing your country. And I think that takes a lot of courage, and to be the voice of your own, and to be the voice of voiceless, and to bring difference in society. So that is what we were all doing, appreciating each other, celebrating each other's struggles, strengths, and just enjoying the best.
Of course, and that's quite a good thing. But at the same time, Harnaaz, as you said, you have, been through a lot to be on that journey. How does it feel when you see your journey? Because it was not that easy for you. You also went through a lot to be up there. How does that feel? What was running in your mind? Were you nervous? Were you skeptical? Did you have any thoughts? Because your confidence is something which is touch wood very good. I must say that, and at that level, to maintain that was very difficult for you, I'm sure. So, what do you have to say about that?
I think I'm a person who always makes sure that I take some time for my mental health. And whenever I feel overwhelmed, I just take break for like 5 second, 10 second, minute, or even for half an hour. That's important. That's only you can focus and process correctly. So during the whole pageant, like I have failed so many times. I started this all when I was just 17 years old. And I never won at first. I failed. I was making sure that I come back again rather than step back. And coming back stronger for my own self and to prove my inner self that I am better. I'm better than before. So with that fire, I just emerged like a phoenix, and I came to represent myself, to prove myself wrong. And I never compared myself with others. I think when I had that steadfast and headstrong attitude towards achieving my goal, I think that makes you unstoppable. So whenever I was falling down, I never gave up, irrespective of what will happen. I mean, that attitude just made me rise up from always whenever I was falling down, and I think that just made me feel like this is what I want to do.
And who's been your confidence booster?
So many people who have inspired me and boosted my confidence. But I think in that way, I think my dad.
Yeah.
Because he called me Sherni, the lioness.
Wow.
So, like he empowers me in a different ways. So when I used to talk to him, he used to say, hey, you are the Sherni of Punjab. You are the Sherni of India. Just be yourself and nail it, kill it. Tell everyone that, Harnaaz was there and she just killed it. And I think that just made me feel like, yeah, it's me. It's my time to shine, and I want to make the most out of it.
So I must say that you are not someone who is actually the meow, but actually someone who roars.
Right.
Right? Because you are the Sherni, like that. Harnaaz, what is the next step you want to take in your life? Would you move towards Bollywood, like, a lot of Miss Universe, Miss World have done that, they have moved their career towards Bollywood, or what would you choose as your career?
Well, I'm a person who never plans life, to be honest. But at the same time, currently I'm focusing on making sure that I'm taking care of all the responsibilities given to me as Miss Universe, and creating awareness about my advocacy and bringing differences in society and breaking the stigmas. I'm an actress, and I definitely, after my reign, I'm looking forward to work globally in acting.
And because you are a big fan of Priyanka Chopra, do you somewhere feel that, of course, you also can be on that international stage, because right now she's gone completely global? What do you have to say about that?
She has worked so hard from years and years, and it's her dedication, it's her passion, and her unstoppable attitude which made her earn the position, and she created her own seat. I'm definitely making sure that I learn from her, but I can never expect myself to be at her position, because I have my own life, my own struggles, my own strengths, and this is my life, and I want to make sure that it's Harnaaz and make my own legacy.
That's so right. At the same time, when it comes to OTT platforms, will we get to see Harnaaz Sandhu making a debut that side? And how much do you personally consume OTT content?
We live in 21st century, and COVID has changed the whole entertainment system, and I think you need to just stay tuned for that. You never know, because OTT plays as important part as movie theaters right now. It's just more convenient for us, and in the end of the day, that when the producers and the directors get to showcase their content and their projections on OTT platform, people like that too. So I think it's a great initiative.
We live in the 21st century, Harnaaz, but at the same time, I wanted to bring something to your notice and really want your reaction on that. That a lot of times women are, subjected to their necklines and hemlines, and a lot of actresses have spoken about it, the way they dress, they are questioned for that. even if they are wearing something, if they are wearing a bikini or if they are wearing some outfit, they get trolled quite often. What are your thoughts on that, and what do you have to say, because you are the current generation's, you know, inspiration? So what do you have to say about that? And even in today's era in India, we do face such challenges.
Right. I mean, as you said, it's 21st century and still we have such stigmas around women. And I have a question, that why are women still being targeted about what they wear, and why are they being judged on what kind of fashion they want to follow? I think women are leading, and when they lead, they can change everything in this whole world. And they just need to be unbothered, unstoppable, and just focus on your goals. And they need to speak more about it, because as the more you listen and you keep it within yourself, is how people are going to treat you. So you need to be confident, you need to be strong enough that the time you enter the room, you need to project yourself in such a confident way that people should be cautious about saying anything bad to you or anything which is about your personality, because it's your life and you have the full right to live the way you want to live.
Yeah. If offered a role in controversial movie which has controversial societal subjects, would you prefer being a part of such projects, or would you somewhere feel like, you know, it's kind of too much on my shoulders?
I'm a person who believes that it's important to have that courage to bring difference in society, and I would always like to read the whole script, know the pros and cons, and at the same time to have the vision of what if this happens. So I think movies with strong messages are the most difficult movies, but once the message is being rightly sent, it can change the whole world.